When Joan's parents moved to the United States from China, she was just a little girl. But even then, she knew that more than anything in the world, she wanted to become prom queen. Years have passed, Joan has grown up, and graduation is just around the corner, but she's no closer to her goal. People still see her as nothing more than a weird Chinese girl. In order to change how others perceive her and gain all the privileges of being white, Joan agrees to undergo an experimental race change procedure, unaware that it comes with some unpleasant side effects. One of the key, though often unspoken, rules of a well-crafted allegory can be summed up like this. You have to lay all your cards on the table. If it's a story about someone making a risky choice and eventually facing the consequences, those consequences should logically follow from the rules established at the very beginning. Take The Substance, for example. Its protagonist is warned up front that she'll be sharing her body with a younger version of herself, and if they fail to get along, that's entirely their problem. Slanted, on the other hand, belongs to a different kind of morality tale, one where the stated rules suddenly sprout fine print, subclauses, and asterisks along the way, which end up causing all the trouble. This was, for instance, an issue in the otherwise charming sci-fi comedy Click starring Adam Sandler. If his character had known from the start that the magical remote would begin skipping entire chunks of his life on its own, he probably wouldn't have used it at all. In Slanted, this kind of unspoken complication takes the form of Joan's new face starting to malfunction. Patches of skin peel off, it begins to sag. Something, of course, no one warned her about. As a result, what begins as a story about the dangers of turning away from one's roots turns into a horror tale about why you should always read the list of side effects in advance. Interestingly, Slanted isn't the first horror film to tackle this theme. In early 2025, the New Zealand thriller Grafted was released, and in many ways it resembles this film to the point of confusion. Its protagonist was also an Asian woman trying to assimilate into white Western culture by transplanting a new face. However, that film leaned more heavily into body horror and dark comedy, with its message woven subtly between the lines and hidden behind sharp plot twists. Slanted, by contrast, barely embraces genre at all. Its creators opt for an overtly didactic tone that at best imitates Mean Girls, but most of the time simply stages straightforward moral lessons. White privilege, rejection of one's roots, betrayal of a fellow ethnic friend, trading identity for its absence. Slanted checks every box on the surface level except for being genuinely interesting. Chinese actress Shirley Chen and American actress McKenna, who both portray Joan, deliver solid performances, and TikToker Amelie Zilber fits perfectly as the school queen Olivia. However, the filmmakers behind Slanted are so afraid to take risks that they never stray from the obvious message. Always be yourself, and instead of searching for a foreign country within yourself, search for yourself within a foreign country. There's no guarantee things will work out, but at least it's a path without side effects.